Hello friends! Today I'm going to start opening this box of Blue Apron that my friend got me, and I will show you how it goes. My predictions are that I am going to A, not follow any of the recipes, B, repurpose food for like other recipes, and C, kind of just troll around with it, but I hope it's really nice. I really like this packaging. Talking away. Well, I don't know what to say. I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shine away. Alright, so here is everything I got. On the top they have the 3 recipes that you order, and then going from the top down they have a bunch of like little herb packets and like lettuce and spinach and spaghetti and like a thingy-mabob, which I thought was funny. Same thing with the jasmine rice. They have a bunch of like labeled thingy-majigs for everything. Gave me an apple for I don't know what reason. This thing wasn't wrapped, so I just put it on my cutting board. There's just a bunch of little stuff. They also put the meat and shrimp on these like ice packs, which I think is really cool. There's pizza dough, which I'll probably repurpose, knowing me. So I'm going to organize this in my fridge by recipe, and it turns out that it tells you what the knickknacks are. It's basically just like the little itty bitty things that they don't want to just throw in there, so they kind of group them together, which I appreciate. But I'm just gonna put them in my fridge in this way so that I can just grab like all the stuff from one floor of my fridge to cook. So here I have all the stuff for the flatbread, as well as these like chocolate chip cookie bar things that I made in the back. This level is for the shrimp pasta, and this final level is for the chicken and rice, and it also has this like gigantic bag of apples that I brought today. Oop, I looked back in the box and I got some pasta propaganda here, which gives you like some good tips and tricks about how to make pasta. And also this propaganda about, I guess, their podcast. So here I just drafted out some things that I want to make with the stuff that I don't really want to make as per the recipe. So like, for example, they have cabbage and carrots to make coleslaw, but I feel like coleslaw is a not okay thing in my life. So instead I'm going to try to make like wontons or egg rolls, depending on what I find at Stop and Shop. There's also this like cheese rice, but I don't understand cheese in my rice, so I think I'm going to make like mac and cheese instead. And lastly, I have like a bag of apples, and they gave me a lime, so maybe I'll try to make like some lime apple crumble. Okay, so the first one that I'm gonna try to tackle is the smoked Gouda and mushroom flatbread, but I recently saw this pizza pocket recipe from Food Network, so I'm gonna try to do that. Some of the modifications that I'm gonna do is basically add some meat to it. So like, I'm thawing this chicken right now, and I'm probably gonna have like an egg wash to fold my pizza pockets together, and probably not gonna do heavy cream. One pro tip I have is to have different cutting boards for different things. So like, the chicken and meat stuff are gonna be this blue one, and all the veggies are gonna be on this green one. So I took out all the stuff from that little baggie of knickknacks. Honey I'll probably keep for when I'm sick in the future. I have some green tea on hand, so that's good. Alright, so I've chopped off everything that I need to chop. Grating that cheese was like not okay, but I also added some Parmesan cheese in there for my filling for my pizza pockets or whatever. And I have the mushrooms, which I guess will like not be cooked. So this kind of looks like a hot mess, but I'm pretty sure it'll taste good. I mean, obviously I overstuffed them. I feel like they look a lot better off of the sheet pan. And the reason that I put it on aluminum foil was so that cleanup would be a breeze. I'm gonna go ahead and try this little one and then pack the rest of them into boxes for lunch. And I also had a bunch of leftovers that I ate, which is why I'm only eating one. Like, I basically ate the filling of like 2 of these because I had so much leftovers. So I guess one thing I have to say is that they give you a lot of food. So this morning I'm gonna try to make wontons, and I've never done that before, but recently I learned how to make dumplings, so I guess like the concept will be similar-ish. So these are all the things I'm gonna put in. The cabbage, some of the spinach, the carrots, some shrimp. I mooched some soy sauce from my local store, and I'm sure they don't mind. Got some ginger paste and garlic, and I hope that'll work. I forgot to mention the chives that I forgot to cook with yesterday, so I'm gonna dump those in too because why not? So an hour later, I finished making my filling. Got my wrappers. I got a sheet pan out because I'm going to freeze a lot of these. I'm pretty sure I can't eat all of them in one go. But because I don't want them to all stick together in like the bag that I put them in, I will first put them out on here and then freeze that. And then come back and take out the frozen ones and put those in a bag so that they separate. So I experimentally ran a couple after I made them, and they seem like they taste fine, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest. So I got pretty lazy and kind of made ravioli, but that's what it looks like before I put it in the freezer. Sorry for not completely recording this one. Because I wasn't really making the cheesy rice or the coleslaw, I kind of just did it really fast. So here I have my lunch boxes for this week, and you can see the mushroom like turnover type things that I made. And I already made the rice. And then if we go over here, you can see that I made the like chicken the way that they wanted to. I know it looks burnt, but that's actually like the spices, and that's how it looks like in the photo, so it's gonna be okay. So here we go with making the apple crumble. With that one lime that I have that I didn't really use. I bought this really nifty like honey and oat granola, which I'm just gonna like sprinkle on top instead of making the normal thing with just plain oats, butter, and like cinnamon and sugar and stuff. Okay, now I think I have all the ingredients I need. I'm also sitting like in between my table and my oven for maximum laziness. I'm kind of just waiting for the apples to cook, which will take probably like an hour. Hello friends, today I am pretty tired because I had a long day at work, but I'm gonna make this pasta, which looks easy enough. I think you just like cook the pasta, make the sauce, dump it in, add the shrimp, and then you're done. So it shouldn't be too bad. So my mom has conditioned me to not be able to eat normal wheat spaghetti, so I'm just gonna substitute the spaghetti that they gave me with my whole wheat. Look at me multitasking like a pro, / adding every other spice into this sauce because it sounds like it's gonna be really bland if I don't. This recipe actually like looks and smells really good. Like I might actually make this again outside of Blue Apron, which I think is a good takeaway. Kind of didn't really follow the instructions, but I think it'll taste pretty good. Also, like half my shrimp and half my spinach is in my wontons, which is great because those are gonna last me a really long time. So the last thing that I'm gonna make with the Blue Apron stuff is macaroni and cheese, and I'm making it homemade for the first time, and I hope that this works out, but we will see. So this is what it looks like with the creme fraiche, the cheeses, the garlic powder, salt, etc. stirred in, and then I'm gonna put these into muffin tins and put some breadcrumbs and some more cheese on top and then bake it. This smells so good, oh my gosh. Baking time is a great opportunity to wash all the dishes that you've generated. So while I'm waiting for my macaroni to like finish up in the oven, and so that I avoid just opening the door every 2 seconds, I'm gonna just talk about how I feel about Blue Apron. It's pretty great. I think that having a bit of a creative mindset is helpful because if you're like me, you won't necessarily follow all the directions as they say, and it's good to know how you can use those ingredients in another way. so that you actually don't like waste food and whatnot. It's kind of expensive, like too expensive for me. But, you know, maybe in the future when I'm rolling in money, I can go ahead and get a Blue Apron subscription. I like how organized it is with regards to the recipes and how they label all the stuff and kind of group them together based on recipe so that it's like easier on you. Does take a lot of time to make sometimes. Like for me personally, grading things takes like 20 years, so that was not as fun, but I can see why they wouldn't have it graded for you because they're trying to be as fresh as possible. In terms of freshness, everything in my fridge was fine for the 7 days, which is nice, and also allowed me to like not have to cook everything on one day, so I could actually like leave stuff in the fridge for a while. Even like the lettuce and stuff like didn't go bad over the week, so that's nice. Can't really comment on the clarity of the instructions for like the recipes because I didn't really follow them, but based on my analysis, they were fine. Alright, probably beats the pasta that I'm eating right now, but we will see. I'm not really sure what this means, but it says like chicken, or I can't even read, shrimp, marinara knickknacks. I don't know what that means. I'm super excited. I deliberately cleared my fridge, so all this stuff that I have on the table should hypothetically fit inside. That face when you can like read hiragana, so I can see that it says enoki, but I can't read the last one. So on this row I have all this stuff for the flatbread, blue napkin. It's no better to be safe than sorry to. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing with the apple? It worked. Probably gonna save the creme fraiche. I'm also watching this show called Mindhunter on Netflix. It's actually pretty interesting, and I think it'll keep me entertained while I actually like wash and watch and do the cooking and all that jazz. I definitely got way more garlic than it said, but that's totally fine. These mushrooms are actually really cool. They like separate when I tug at them, and all my other stuff, etc. This looks and smells really good, if I might say so myself. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention how baking this set off my fire alarm, so I had to stand on a chair and like calm it down, open the window, etc. I guess I can try to cooking show this for you and be like, so good. Okay, unless this stuff is the same thing as heavy cream, I didn't get heavy cream. So that kind of sucks, I guess. Hello, friends. I feel like I hide foods that I don't necessarily eat all the time inside of carbs. So like, I normally wouldn't have mushrooms, but then I just like put it in this and then it's suddenly great. Same thing with the wontons. Like, I wouldn't really buy cabbage to cook it, but I will put it in there because I guess it's just like hiding. But I mean, it still tastes good, so I guess that's fine. Alright. Oh, I need sugar. Anyway, here we go. Yummy! In unrelated news, I made myself a calendar using washi tape today, and it's made my life easier because I can kind of try to plan out my life. The shrimp is probably the reason why I chose this dish, because I love shrimp. It's like the best.